Hi everybody, it's Tex here. Welcome to 2020. Yep, you're welcome to it. 2020 hindsight, hey? What bad year that was. I'm recording this in December to wish you all a happy new year and the best in 2021. Hopefully it's going to be better. Can't see it being any worse. Okay, I'm going to do some product placement now. My outlaws, they used to be my in-laws, but they've moved out buyers. They work for an outfit called Hadrian Tours. Now, Hadrian Tours take people around the US of A on Harley Davidsons. They do Route 66, they go to Grand Canyon, New Orleans, Pacific Highway, all sorts of different places. And they couldn't do anything this year, so next year they're going to be going again, I think, towards the end of the year. So look them up and just go along with them. You'll enjoy it. Right, I'm going to do you a road song now, and road song started in Scotland. Here we go. I'll take the high road and you will take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland for ye. Sorry about that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do Route 66, which is a classic road song. Well, if you ever chance to mow the woods, take my way, it's the highway that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, it winds from Chicago to LA, more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. When you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City looks oh so pretty, you'll see. Amarillo, Gallup, Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. If you get hit to my kind of tip, and you take that California trip, get your kicks on 66. When you go to St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri, Oklahoma City lives oh so pretty, you see. Amarillo, Gallup, Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona, don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. If you ever chance to move west, take my way, it's the highway that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kick on Route 66. Yeah, Route 66. Hi there. While strolling through the annals and records of traditional Scottish music, I found the original version of Route 66. So Route 66 is basically a copy of a Scottish song. And I'm going to sing it for you, but first I have to translate some of the words because it'll be kind of difficult for some of you people out there. The first word I'm going to start with is Doonhamer. Now, the people in the south of Scotland call themselves Doonhamers. And that's because when asked where they live, they say Doonham, which means down south in Scotland, in Dumfriesshire. Up north, down south, Doonhamer. Okay. The Scots also have, in other cities, they have different names for themselves. Like people in Aberdeen, they're called furry-booters. It's nothing to do with footwear. They're inquisitive folk, and when they first meet you, they'll say to you, "Furry boots ye free," which translated means, "Where do you come from?" Anyway, second word is a can of brew. Now, there's several words there. A can of brew is a can of iron brew, which is a soft drink made in Scotland, free girders. It's orange and tastes of rust. if you've got kids that have a problem with hyperactivity and you give them Coca-Cola, you'll know they'll go crazy. Give them Iron Brew, you have to scrape them off the ceiling. It's great stuff. But that's not all that brew's good for. Brew has therapeutical and restorative quantities. If you've got a hangover, Scottish hangover, brew is the only stuff with some other things that will solve that. Now, a Scottish hangover, you get that because you drink whiskey and beer at the same time. It's called a half and a half. And you've got a half pint of strong beer called heavy in one hand and a whiskey in the other. Now, I suggest drinking with two hands is not recommended, especially if you're outside Scotland and you don't have the special hangover cure, which is a can of brew and a square sausage roll. Now, you're thinking, what is a square sausage roll? Well, it's difficult. Basically, the sausage is made of the bits of pig that usually get thrown away. And it's not square, it's trapezoidal. I suppose that's splitting hairs. And it's made in up to kilometre lengths. Doesn't need any skin because the consistency of square sausage or long sausage, which is its real name, means that it just won't fall apart whatever you do to it. Usually it's fried or deep fried for the aficionados and stuck between two pieces of bread, which in Scotland is called a roll. A roll in England is a different thing. It's longer. Scottish roll is round. So there's the genius in the whole thing. A square sausage in a round roll. Fantastic. The only trouble is it sticks out round the sides, and when you're eating it, it gets everywhere. It's a difficult thing to eat to begin with. Now, anyway, what other words do we need to know? The next one, a jelly piece. Now, a jelly piece is a jam sandwich, but different. First of all, it's any jam will do. First of all, it's made from pan loaf, which is bread, a loaf of bread with the sides and the ends cut off. What they do with the sides and end, God only knows. The bread itself has the consistency and a slight taste of cardboard. Now, what you do to make it a Scottish jam sandwich, which is a jelly piece, you put the jam direct onto the bread and fold it over and leave it for a while before you eat it. That way, the jam seeps through the bread, and when you pick it up and try to eat it, you get jam all over your face, your hands and your clothes. Much in the same way with the square sausage roll. There is another sandwich in Scotland which is part of the triumvirate of Scottish cuisine, and that is the egg sandwich. Now, in England, an egg sandwich is two triangular pieces of bread, usually wholemeal or something like that, nice bread, lightly spread with butter, and then it has a hard-boiled egg sliced, laid on top, and before you put the other piece of bread on, you put maybe a dash of mayonnaise and some salad like cress or something like chicory or something like that. Of course, salad doesn't exist in Scotland, but in Scotland, an egg roll is a different thing. The egg is cooked, fried, à point, as we say here in France. That means that the yolk is runny and put between the bread. So the first bite you take of an egg roll, the yolk explodes, covers you in egg, all over hands, face, clothes, that sort of stuff. I think those three sandwiches are sandwiches of genius, but they're a bit of a minefield. Now, any other words I need to explain? Oh yeah, there's a town mentioned in here, or it's a city, sorry, and it's called Glasgow, but it's not called Glasgow by the people that live there or the people that live around. It's called Glasgow. I don't know why. I haven't dared to ask anyone, really. It's just called Glasgow. Glasgow, of course, is a fabulous place. Vibrant, throbbing city, full of fantastic people, humorous, kind, and welcoming, except for after 10 o'clock at night. Now, after 10 o'clock at night, stay off the streets, because you'd feel that you were in the middle of two movies, Battleship Galactica and Plague of the Zombies. But other than that's okay. And anyway, that's Glasgow. Last thing, canny. Yeah, there's a word mentioned at the end called canny. And canny means clever, if it's spelt with a Y. If it's spelt with an IE, it's part of a refusal. They say, I can't do that. It's very difficult, Scottish. You know, it's a minefield of a language. But anyway, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. But first of all, I've just realised I've got the wrong hat on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and switch this machine off here and go and get the right hat. Okay? Back in a minute. Well, that's the hat situation sorted out. Can't go playing a traditional Scottish song with a Stetson on your head. Got to wear one of these. This is a bonnet. It's made by one of my outlaws, Hilary Dell. And she'll make you one too if you pay for the wool and fill her full of white wine. Okay, here we go. The original version. Well, if you are doing him a freedom freeze, grab a can of brew, pack of jelly peas, get your kicks on the A76. Well, it winds from Doonhain towards Glasgow, more than 60 miles all the way. Get your kicks on the A76. Well, you go Cothburn and Thornhill, Manic and Sanker, the banks of the Dee. Hey, say, Bonnie, you'll come to Newcomlock, thinking that you're in heaven. But when you get to Kilmarnock, if you want to go to Glasgow, you'll have to continue on the A77. If you get hit in my canny tip, I need to take that F to Glasgow trip. Get your kicks on the A76. When you go through Cothburn and Thornhill, Medic and Sanker, the banks of the Dee, they say, Bonnie, you'll go to Newcomlock, think that you're in heaven. But if you get to Kilmarnock, you want to go to Glasgow, you'll have to continue on the A77. So if you are doing him a freedom freeze, grab a can of brew and pack of jelly peas, get your kicks on the A76. Get your kicks on the A76. Yeah, good song, eh? Hidden for all those years.